So Granny has a secret, and that secret is the big P word, prophecy. Should have known no fantasy adventure was short without coming to, hey, I always knew you were destined for greatness. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing The Last Temptation of Midnight, Episode 8 of Midnight, Texas. And as we walk through this story, it's really starting to heat up just at the time when I'm hearing a very high likelihood that we're not going to get to see the rest of it. It's one of those shows on the chopping block. So we should enjoy this season while we can, because, well, the special effects aren't great, and the story isn't always perfect. It is a pretty good one. Let's get started. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. So early in the episode, we see this thing. It's some sort of faceless demon, and at the same time we see that he's killing people and going to midnight. Then we flash to Granny and our main character, and they're driving in the RV, and she gets to tell him all about the prophecy. But on top of that, we also get a flashback to when he was a kid, and the fact that, remember, he had said, I think maybe even in the first episode, but a couple of times at least, hey, when the going gets tough, we live in a house on wheels. Boy, did that take an ominous turn with him running for the hills. Now, the story splits in two here. Manfred, our main character, out in the wilderness because his van broke down, and the main Midnighters who have to deal with this demon that's making things worse for everyone, causing them to follow their darker impulses. And all in all, it's a pretty scary thing. I mean, imagine just in the real world if someone could prey on your weaknesses and your mental instabilities. No supernatural things necessary. Just a con man that could read you well. Think about what he could make you do. Think about how horrible he could do things to you. Now, add the supernatural in and it gets even worse. Now, they did make a comment about the fact that Joe had taken his husband out of midnight because of this, and I do wonder if that's really the only reason. Let's be honest. Once the demon half showed up, we knew that it was going to be a problem going forward. The same way we know that once the bloodlust starts up in our vampire friend, it's continuing. No matter how awesomely he can hold his control, sooner or later he won't. And then they have the fact that the Rev is eating meat, even though I guess he's pretty much a vegetarian normally. And part of that comes to, if you knew you were a wild animal, if you knew you might snap at any minute and start attacking and eating people, maybe you'd cut down the meat on your diet too. Me, I'd rather die than go vegetarian, but that's just me. So tonight's all about turning points, and the whole idea of how you turn the corner when things get rough. Do you say goodbye to the ones you love, or do you stand up and fight for them? And as they reach their breaking point, pass around their silver bullets, talk about breaking up, and have a one-on-one with their grandmother and then come on back to town, we see where each and every one of these characters stand in that regard. And all of them make sense from where they came from. And we have the question of how much of what happened was their fault and how much was the demon that was influencing them. At the end of the day, is Lem's own inner demons, his own hunger, his own want to be loved, what's creating this problem? And at the end of the day, was Olivia actually affected? All of that was kind of left up in the air at the end. In fact, for the most part, it's all there for you to decide, for you to take out of this story. But Kulknar is coming, and Joe wasn't around this week. Well, tonight, because we're going to have to wait until Wednesday to see if he's going to be in the next episode. Overall, though, if it does only get one season, is there any way they could possibly end it in a way that would make you happy? That's my question for down in the comment section. I don't think there is. Honestly, I think that no matter what they do, it's going to feel like a letdown if we don't get a season 2. But as for now, I'm enjoying the story, and I really want to see where they take it from here. Now, Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, they're going to have this special episode, and here's what you can expect from that.
Special Tuesday episode.
There's a sandstorm headed this way. You need to evacuate.
This is no ordinary storm.
Evil spirits herald the arrival of a demon. The
veil's opening.
Midnight Texas, special 2-night event, next Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
But now it's time for me to ask you to do those things I always do. Like and share this video to help the channel out, and it really does, because we need more subscribers. And if you yourself haven't yet, click that subscribe button and enable alerts so that you can get all my wacky theories and conversations about these different shows that we watch, and in general how we tell stories. And I want this to be a community, so let me know what you're thinking down below as well. For now, I'd like to thank you, and I hope you enjoyed Midnight Texas as much as I did, because it gave me a whole new look into the heart of the stories we tell. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.